Yeah. So you're on your way to school. You've left your house. Going off to school. Um, Anything in particular? You're looking at doing today? Just like regular school, or is there anything strange that you're planning on doing?
Uh, we got our regular things. I think today would probably be band practice, so gotta
Hmm.
attend that.
Sure. Okay. The walk to school is long but fairly uneventful. Your passive perception.
Oh,
On these
you
sheets,
mean 10?
on the oh, you don't have a Okay, go ahead and make a perception check, because you're a fucking blind bitch.
Hey, he's got more important things to worry about.
Yeah,
Also,
like his
perception
fingering
in
technique.
5e, or skills in 5e.
Mm.
We're
Like
gonna
his
get that complete out of the way.
trumpet fingering technique. He's
Oh,
working on
I
that.
rolled to myself by accident. Apologies.
Oh, what did you roll? Or you can either
Uh,
roll again, you can just tell me what you rolled, and don't lie, 'cause I'll know.
I'll just roll again.
Sure.
Yes. I
Cool.
rolled 19
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. So just on the way to school, you walk along your long, arduous thing of getting to the corner of town from where your like weird boonies house is, and you see that there's quite a few more people than usual, but it's nothing like strange. Probably there's just something going on. Uh, I assume you just push forward and just keep going to school.
Yeah, of course. Wait, what
Yeah,
kind of
sure.
strange stuff is what do you mean by strange, actually? Define strange.
I didn't say strange. There's just more people in the edge of town. Like there's
More
more
people
people
than
than
normal.
usually.
Yeah, that's a little odd, but, doesn't
Yeah.
really matter that much.
Yeah, it's not like they have guns or anything, right? Who knows? But yeah, you push past them, head into the town, go to school. School day goes by pretty uneventfully, nothing really. Um, Band practice goes by. You and Virgil probably. Are you doing anything after school? Are you hang out with Virgil for a bit? Or you just want to go straight home?
Probably talk with Virgil a bit.
Sure. Anything special you want to talk about, or you just want to go past this bit?
Uh, well, the main thing is that, the main thing he'd be talking about is if we could, we need to add more people to this little two-person group we have here
Hmm. So
to
you're
see if
you're
we can find
scouting you're
more.
scouting for some new talent.
Yeah, we're talent scouting.
Uh, Virgil and nod and just kind of like look around. I assume you guys are on like the front steps as people are leaving, and you're just kind of he just
Yeah,
looks over the group of people or the swaths of people that are leaving the school, and just kind of turns to you and says, "But are any of them good enough?"
not entirely sure, but, it's worth a shot, right? Just start asking around.
Hmm. Should we stick to the band group, or should we branch out?
I think we should start with them. What does
Hmm.
Virgil play?
Virgil plays the violin.
I think we could use more. I think we should branch out, but with the band group, more. We can't just have a trumpet and a violin all the time. Eventually, that'll get stale.
We could go with percussion.
I like how you think.
Hmm. But the percussion people are pretty rowdy. Maybe we should just start with someone more mellow.
No,
Maybe
I
a
think
woodwind.
percussion sounds good to me.
Hmm. We could go with Drake, but he's a bit edgy.
I wouldn't let that offset it.
Hmm.
We need to talk to the guy more first.
Yeah. Do you know where do you know where he hangs out?
Not entirely sure. We'd have to. I guess we'd have to ask him.
Hmm. Do you want? You can stay here. I'll go see if he's still in.
All right then.
Right. He gets up, kind of pats you on the back, and heads back into the school as you're just kind of left there looking around. You can see people going out. Some people just like going out to their cars, heading off. Some people just making the walk home, and other people just doing what you're doing and hanging out in front of the school until if they get bored enough to leave. Um, Jesus, with a 10 passive perception, there's so much shit that I just can't say. God damn it. Um, you're just waiting here. You're just looking out, see if you see Drake or just another percussionist.
Yeah, well, see if I see Drake for the most part, because that's what he's looking for. So if he's on his way out, then I'll know it, and then I'll talk to him.
Sure. I'll go ahead and make a perception then.
All right. Then.
Okay. You do not see Drake, but you do see that a little bit over away from the school, like quote unquote legally off of the school grounds. There is a kind of like tall guy just wearing dark clothing. But he does have like one of those like big ass like drums that you'd see in like a marching band, the ones that like strap to your chest and you like bang against them, but it's not strapped to him, it's just next to him, and he's just kind of like arms crossed with this big drum next to him, just looking into the school grounds.
Do I recognize this guy as Drake?
No, no, no. Drake. This guy's an adult. Drake is a kid.
Okay, then.
I think
What kind of
Drake's probably like half a year younger than you.
what kind of black clothing is that?
Um, it's I don't want to say trench coat because it's 100% not a trench coat, but it's kind of a trench coat.
Does he have shades?
He does not have shades.
All right, good. We don't have to worry about a JC Denton invasion.
Yeah, no. Freaking Jesus. Oh, this is a great place to start our stream. Um,
Fuck. Anyhow, he's gonna kind of exchange looks with that guy for a moment. Kind of look like, wait, does this guy belong here?
uh, so you're just kind of like looking at this guy like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You see this guy is just kind of standing there, arms crossed, looking around, and you see he kind of like flinches a bit and goes into his pocket and looks at pulls out his phone and looks at it and just kind of swipes and then swipes again, and then like while still having his phone up like he's looking, you see his eyes kind of go up and start like scanning like each individual person as if looking for something.
Still looking at this guy. Dimitri raises his hand and gives a little wave before lowering it when his gaze passes by him.
Yeah. You see he looks over to you as you wave to him. He looks back down to his phone and does some stuff. You see his phone kind of shimmies a little bit, and then so it's like facing you, and then he goes back and then does some more stuff, looks at you again, and then puts his phone to his ear and like turns away from you and starts talking on his phone.
All right. That's certainly an odd guy, but Dimitri's just gonna kind of sit on the steps and just wait to see if Virgil comes back.
Yeah, you feel a quick tap on your back. Yeah, he's gone. He had something to do after school.
Well, that's unfortunate. I guess we'll have to
Uh,
go. I guess we'll have to try tomorrow, or maybe
yeah.
next week.
You got anything else you're doing, or are you just gonna head home?
Uh, Not entirely sure. If you had something you wanted me around for, then I could definitely stay with you.
I was gonna go to Sandwich at Billy's.
Uh, yeah, that sounds like something we could be doing.
All right.
I have to be
Uh,
home immediately.
am I paying for you again, or have you got money?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Um, Virgil takes his bag that he left by you for safekeeping, and goes off and turns to the right, the opposite direction to where this guy in the suit is.
Right. Uh, then I guess I'm just gonna follow him.
Hmm. Yeah. You guys begin going. Anything you're doing while you're walking? Anything you're paying attention to? Anything you're like going on your phone for? What are you doing?
He's gonna text his mother that he's gonna be uh gone for a little bit longer.
Okay. Yeah, you texted your mother. All fine. You put your phone back.
Yep.
Yeah. You and Virgil go off to Billy's, which is a little like cafe, run by a guy called Josh. So you don't know why it's called Billy's. Um, but yeah, you guys go in there. Virgil gets his usual, which is a BLT without T because he doesn't like tomato. Uh, you're free to say what you get if you want to, or you can just be like, I get food.
Give me a BLT without tomato. No,
BLT without you mean a BL? You want some BL?
also give me a BL. You know, the same
Mm.
food.
Yeah,
How much
Dimitri's a
is
big
that?
fan of BL. Okay. Yeah. You guys eat.
How much is that?
Uh. We'll say it's like since you're regulars, we'll say it's just like $5.
All right, cool. Now I only have 99 cents on me.
Mm. Yeah. Uh. I think Dimitri would probably notice while he. Are you sitting outside? Or are you sitting inside? Or
We're
are you just taking on the go?
I'm assuming we're both sitting outside, so
Yeah, I'm assuming you guys are sitting like under one of those like street side things with the fucking parasol up.
that works.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. You guys sit there. I think Dimitri would probably notice. Because he's wearing inconspicuous clothing, but since he's the only one wearing it, it makes him conspicuous. You would definitely notice the drum guy. Is like on the same street as you, a bit farther up, like a block or two up, but he's definitely there.
Where does he seem to be looking?
He's not look like he's just kind of standing there like he's at a bus stop, like waiting for a bus. So like he's scanning just like every now and again, but you can probably definitely tell that his eyes fall on you every like 10 seconds or so.
Now it's getting suspicious. So he kind of looks to this guy. When his eyes meet him once again, Dimitri will once more raise his arm, give a little wave, and then lower it again.
Unlike last time, he doesn't really react to this one.
Yep. Every once in a while, he'll look back to the sky, uh, and then kind of what just keep showing that he knows that he's there. Does he
Mm.
like just stay there and keep doing what he's doing?
Yeah, he doesn't react. He
Right.
doesn't like go on his phone again. Occasionally, you look over and he's like checks his phone for like a second. Uh, while you're watching him check his phone for a second, you realize that it's been probably like 15 minutes and your mom hasn't texted you, which is weird because she almost always immediately texts you back when you say you're going to be home late. Like, why? But she hasn't texted you back this time.
Right then. Uh, I think it's time for me to go home, Virgil.
Oh, sure. See ya. He kind of
Alright,
he gets up. He gets
thanks
up.
for taking me here with you.
Yeah. All good. So Drake tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll try tomorrow. If we can't find him tomorrow, then we'll try next week. Same day
All
as
right.
today.
Cool. Yeah, all good. He gets up and he crumples up his like the paper that you get the sandwich with, and goes for a three-pointer into a trash bin, but misses by a mile. And he's like, so close. And he walks over and he picks it up and he goes it for it again, and he gets it in from like 2 feet away.
Dimitri gives a little bit of a golf clap.
He does the like theatrical bow and kind of uh gives you a wave and then starts walking off back towards where he lives.
All right then. So he's gonna pick his bag up, strap it down tighter to his back, and start making his way out, uh, back to his place.
Okay. Uh, are you paying attention to the sketchy guy?
Yeah, he's gonna make it known that he to the sketchy guy that he can see him, and he's
Yeah.
paying at least a moderate amount of attention to him.
you would notice that the sketchy guy has stopped like scanning when Virgil got up and is now just kind of looking in your direction. And when you get your bag and get up and kind of like start moving off, you'd see he kind of calls somebody again, and kind of turns away from you again.
All right then.
All right.
Yeah.
Uh,
Continues heading home.
hmm you start heading home. Uh, you would notice, as you're heading home, there appears to be smoke, in the general direction of your home.
Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't sound good. So he's just gonna, at this point, he kind of looks to that, it realizes something must be very, very wrong. So he hastens his walking and tries to get home sooner
Mhm.
without like
Uh,
winding himself.
go ahead and make a charisma check.
Okay.
Okay. While you're going home, you find, as you're going, um, like people are like the crowd is kind of like separating a bit. Like you're going through people, but like people get a call on their phone, so they step to the side, and you get a perfect gap between them. The lights change perfectly, so the green man pops on, so you can cross the road without being fear. And if you glance over your shoulder occasionally, you would see that the opposite is happening to the shady guy with the drum, where like a door opens and some guy comes out holding like a big glass pane and like blocks him, and he's like ugh, and he has to go around, and lights are changing, and like people are like screeching around, or not really screeching around corners, but like people are like cutting lights to go ahead of him for some reason. It's just a really cartoon, like it's a cartoony situation, but it's a thing that's happening.
Well, that is odd. Yeah, he's gonna just keep making his haste.
hmm but yeah, you get there. Uh, you get out of the town, onto the dirt road that leads towards your house. You fucking sprint down there, fucking rush for it, and you would find that the house is fine, but like probably like 20 feet off of the house, there's like a bonfire that's just going, and like six unconscious dudes.
Oh, uh, what do these people look like?
They're wearing generally the same stuff as the drum guy, but they don't have drums.
All right. In that case, so he's gonna look to these guys. What exactly did they? The first things first, he looks to them. So can he tell they're all unconscious or?
If you go over to them, you can see that they do indeed look to be unconscious. You do see some of them have like weird kind of like markings, like one of them has like a scar across his face that looks fairly recent. One of them has like rope lashing around his arm, just like some weird stuff that's going on. Um,
Right. Do they have anything in their pockets or anything?
you just fucking that's a
He's
very
gonna
D and
check
D
if
thing
these
to
guys
do.
also have cell phones.
They do indeed have cell phones, and in case you're wondering, they have wallets as well. If you would like to yoink those as well.
I'm not gonna yoink those. He's checking to make sure they have them. They quick then uh he's gonna kind of tuck those back after that and quickly check to see in the house.
Yeah. Uh, when you
He's gonna
turn to
call
look
out for his mother.
Yeah. You turn to look in the house, you call out for your mother, you see your mom like bursts out of the door holding like a hempen rope. It's not really a hempen rope, it's more just like a industrial rope. But she comes out holding a rope, and you can see that she also has a broom in one hand and the rope in the other. And she looks out and like scans and then looks at you, and then you see her face melts from like I'm fighting something to oh my beautiful baby. and she like puts the broom down and like gestures for you to come to her.
Uh, is everything all right?
Are you staying away or are you going towards her?
Uh, he just said he stands there, kind of says that first, a little bit confused.
I can't do a female Russian accent, so I'm just gonna
You don't
talk
have to,
normally.
just talk
Yes.
normally.
Uh, uh, it's all right now. Just I need to tell you some things, but I think we're gonna have to hurry.
All right then. So there was he's gonna start approaching at this point and say, there was a man that dressed like these other ones that I found unconscious outside. Followed me through town. I am I'm fairly certain you're gonna explain all of that. So
Yes. Uh. Right. Where to start? Okay. Uh. Hold on. She's going to go. She's gonna. So, are you actually going into the house with her now?
yeah,
Okay. She's going to kind of lead you into her room, and just kind of before she goes, you see she like steps in, waits for you to come in, and then like goes into a pocket and takes out like a salt shaker and just fucking like goes to town shaking or like doing the twist bit to get the salt out just in front of the door for some reason. And then she just kind of looks out again, closes the door, and then goes towards her room with you.
he kind of looks down to the pile of salt at the base of the door that follows her.
Mm.
Those men had phones. If they're a problem, you could check their phone to see what they were doing.
Don't worry, love. I know what they were doing.
Oh,
All right. She goes over to her bed. She like throws a pillow off the bed, takes up like a little thread, that had he gets a sorry, he doesn't get a thread. She gets one of your shirts that you thought you had lost, but it's tied into like a knot. She gives it to you, and she gives it to you and doesn't say anything. Then she goes over to like the closet and starts rooting through it.
oh, so that's where it went. All right.
Sorry, love. There's a lot of things, but a lot of things that I can't say.
All right. This is all getting pretty odd. So, when do you plan on starting your
Um,
explanation?
I'm not sure where to start. Your father is a very powerful man, and I'm a fairly powerful lady. So I think these men are trying to take you, but they don't know you are you. They think I'm you.
Right. That's odd. Do
Uh,
you know who these men are working for?
I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think they're working for one person. I think they're independent, but they're working together.
Right.
Uh, but that's just a theory. I might be wrong. I'm not 100% sure. I'm a bit tired. And she kind of turns to you and gives you like the smile that a mother gives a kid when she's been up for 24 hours.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So, just to be clear, you did knock out those 5 men outside, right?
Uh, yeah. Five? I thought there were six.
Oh, there's 6. Okay.
Yeah, there were six. Yes, I did. I don't think that's all of them though. So we're going to
There was
try
one
and
following me through town, so yes.
yes. Do you remember anything about that man? Anything that he was holding? Anything that he had?
He had a phone, he had a big drum next to him, and he was wearing some pretty, dark clothes.
Right. Okay. That's a thing. Um, could you go to the kitchen for me and get me the three jars on the top of the shelf?
Alright? Uh, She put the salt at the front door, right?
Yeah, she put the salt on the front door.
Just checking. So he's gonna nod, go back into the kitchen, get those 3 jars, bring them to her, and say, "So
When you come
what's
back
this
into
one?"
the when you come back into the fucking the bedroom, you can see she's like basically gotten like three like I don't know what is American currency? There's like 50. What is a large American coin? Like a quarter?
Yeah, it's 25 cents.
Yeah, she you see she has like two quarters and she's currently like got one end against the bed and is like trying to bend it, but she's not able to exert enough force to bend the coin.
Do we have a hammer or anything? We could use that, or a pair of pliers.
I don't. Maybe. Thank you, Dimitri. She takes the things, puts them down, and just gives you these two coins and says, um, just break these coins. Yeah, just break the coins. If you can find a hammer, that's fine. I'm not sure.
All right,
You see, she sits down and just kind of thinks for a second, and then begins taking various. Just opens up three things, and you can see one of them has leaves, one of them has like twigs, like bits of twigs, like clippings, and the last one has this like paste kind of thing. It kind of looks like mustard, and she just starts just like doing some weird shit with them.
all right. So I'm gonna go see if I can find a pair of pliers.
Okay, go ahead and make a investigation check. I'll say with advantage because it's your own fucking house.
Okay, that works. I'm not too bad at this, but I'm pretty bad.
Aces. Okay. You look around. You remember that you do have pliers, but they're like not inside the house. They're along the back of the house where like the quote toolbox is.
Hey, is it a problem if I head outside to get the pliers?
Um, no, just make sure there's nobody else out there.
All right. He's gonna head to the is there a back door or just the front door?
There is indeed a back door.
All right, he's gonna head to the back door, open it, stick his head out of it. Yeah, kind of look around to see if there is anybody.
Go ahead and make a perception check. You do not have advantage anymore, so just make
Yeah, that's
do
what
it
I
now.
figured.
Okay. You go out, you look around, you don't see anybody, but you do hear a rhythmical, just kind of like boom, boom, boom of a drum. But
He's
it sounds pretty far off, but it does sound as you listen into it for a couple seconds, it does sound to be getting closer, but it still sounds pretty far off.
he's gonna quickly dive out, grab 2 pairs of pliers, or no, he's just gonna grab the whole toolbox and bring
Yeah,
it inside,
yeah. You
and
grab
then
the
close
toolbox,
the
head
door and
inside.
lock.
Yeah, if you look over while you're just kind of grabbing it, you notice that the bonfire has completely gone out, and you notice by the smoke, it doesn't look like it died. It just looks like it turned off.
Okay,
But yeah, you grab the toolbox and you head back inside.
alright. So he's gonna bring out 2 pairs of pliers from it and,
Mhm.
like, press one against the counter, like, holding it down with one of his hands, and with his other one or no, he's gonna, kinda get down, press one down, clamp it shut on his foot, with his foot on one, and then use another pair with both of his hands and try to snap the coins in half.
Sure. You don't need to make a check because that's a accurate way of doing it, I assume. But yeah, you can fairly easily snap one of the coins, which you watch it snaps, and then it goes from being the like dull silvery color of the coin to like like you ever in science class you do like tests with magnesium where they just like fucking light.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like the coin was made of magnesium.
Okay. So as soon as I snap it, it starts bursting into flames.
Yes.
Yeah. It goes, whoa, okay. Does it burn out before it catches anything else on fire?
Oh yeah, it's like it doesn't it's not like it catches fire, it's like it burns away.
Okay. So he's gonna head back into the bedroom after that, say, all right,
There are two
uh,
I will say there are two coins if you
I'll do
recall.
the second one. Then he'll
Yep.
head over and say, all right, you wanted me to snap them both, right?
Yes, yeah. Um,
Done.
is there anything you want to bring? We're going to have to leave, honey, but is there anything that you need in your room?
Uh, Not entirely, no. I guess I could grab the phone charger real quick.
Okay, just be quick. She kind of uh has this weird kind of like ball of what looks like the fucking mustard with a bunch of leaves and twigs in it. It looks like something an insane person would make, like a mad arts and crafts thing. But it's a thing that's in front of her. As she finishes doing that, she kind of leans over and tries to like crane her neck to look out the window, but the window's facing the wrong direction for her to see anything, and she just kind of frowns.
All right. He's gonna head to his room, quickly grab the phone charger. He's gonna take that entire toolbox with him because why not?
Sure.
And then he's gonna one last time try to look at the window and see what the source of that stopping noise was, if you can see it.
You look out the window, and this your room's window is facing a more advantageous is luckily facing a more advantageous place for you to see. And you look out to see there is the guy with the drum, but like you look out and you kind of squint and you can see the drum is like on this little wheel bed that's like somebody's pushing that you can't see behind, pushing it forward. And as you kind of squint and focus on it, you notice that the wheel bed kind of flickers, and occasionally you just see there isn't a wheel bed and it's just floating, but you're not 100% sure if that's real or not. And he's just kind of standing there with a what looks like fucking like ivory wood mallet, and it's just occasionally hitting it against it. And you see as he does that, there are more and more people kind of in the same like black attire that are just like coming out from the woods.
He's going to uh go ahead and kind of like close the window. Well, he didn't open it. Just start heading back up and say, so there's you're sure that's supposed to be an army of people in black clothes coming after us, right?
Is that to me or is that to your mother?
That's his mother.
Um, did you see how many there were?
How many did I see?
Um, like you saw more by the second, but it's probably about like 20, but more were coming.
I'd say around 20 to 30, maybe. There's a lot of them coming out.
She kind of rubs her forehead and just kind of you see she's like struggling with something, and she just takes like a good 5 seconds just there rubbing her forehead, and then she kind of stands up and wipes her hands on her little front apron and kind of grabs you by the sides of the head and gives you a little kiss on the forehead and says, Dimitri, you're gonna have to be strong for me, okay?
All right. Uh, it would help if I knew what was going on, but all right.
There's not much time. I'll try and help you what I can, but can you go out the back door and just meet me at the bus station? But if I don't come, can you just go?
Go where?
Anywhere, just away from here.
All right, then. I suppose so.
Okay.
So,
She roots into she goes over and to the foot of her bed where she has this big kind of like ancient looking chest, and just kind of gets a key out, opens it, and you can see that there's just a bunch of weird shit. Like there's like a peacock feather, a bunch of leaves, just like a lot of stuff. Um, and she kind of goes through it and takes out a bus ticket. Um, and she kind of goes over and she hands it to you and says, just use that. They'll let you go wherever. It's fine, okay?
Are you sure you'll be all right?
I'll be fine, okay? Just go wait by the back door until you hear the signal. I'm not sure what it'll sound like, but you'll hear it, and then just run and get to the bus station, okay?
Okay. And how long do you want me to wait for you?
Um, an hour maybe. If you see those people coming towards you, just get on a bus and get out of there, okay?
Okay. Well, I really hope that I will see you there. Uh,
I do too, honey. And she
he
kind
he
of
nods.
comes over. She gives you a big hug. Uh, I don't want to give a similarity, but like it's the last hug she would ever give. But she gives a big hug. Um, and then just kind of goes back down, and you see she close her eyes and just starts like muttering to this fucking weird ass ball of mustard and twigs. Do you just kind of stand there for a bit, or are you going to the back door?
He's gonna say, right, I love you, and then start leaving and running out where to the bus stop in town where he was
Hmm.
told to go.
Yep. Yeah. You head to the back door. Are you just going out straight up? Or are you waiting for the quote the signal?
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for the signal.
Okay. Yeah. Fucking Pete, I'll kill you. Um, you see she kind of as you say I love you and run off. You see she kind of looks at you but keeps muttering as if she can't like say something. She can't say something because she's doing something, but she just kind of looks at you with a look of I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, uh, she what the fuck? She just kind of sits there as you run off to the back door. Um, there's probably about 7 minutes of just the rhythmical beating, and then all of a sudden it just kind of stops. You hear the front door open. Uh, you hear the front door open. She steps out, presumably. You can kind of see where she is a little bit if you like peek a bit, but you can definitely see that your mother is like on the porch. She hasn't like stepped off of the porch, but she's like half in the house, half out. Um, you hear some noises of people talking on the far side of the house. You see your mother kind of flexes her fingers around this mustard ball, and steps out and kind of looks over the shoulder back towards you and tries to make eye contact if you're looking.
Yeah, he's licking.
She gives you a nod and then she closes the door, and then you hear um, like a lot of shouting and stuff. What you doing?
Uh, well, he's gonna assume that that's the signal. Well, no, she said he'd hear it, so he's gonna start like creeping out, getting ready to go.
Sure. Are you just fucking bolting or are you stealthing?
Uh, he's going to start stealthing until he gets to the tree line. Then he's gonna bolt.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check. Yeah. Um, you would slowly just kind of creep out, um, heading towards there. You get about halfway before you notice there's a guy that like notices you and turns and like points to you and opens his mouth like he's going to like he's about to fucking scream something, and then you see he just gets fucking blindsided by like a tree, like a full-on fucking tree.
What do you mean
And I
by a
assume
tree? Like it hits him?
like a tree just fucking hits him. Like he's there for a second, and then a tree hits him, and then they're both gone off into the woods. Like it just fucking hit him in Mach 2.
Yep. It's time to run.
Yeah. You fucking bolt through the tree line a bit, get probably a good distance away, and then I assume you just kind of start roundabouting your way back towards the town.
Yep. Head back to the
Yeah.
town, to the bus stop as said.
Yeah. You start heading back to the town through the bus stop. Um, yeah, you get back to the town all fine. You can see that there's a couple people that are just kind of looking down your pathway up. They just look like a regular town people, like they're just looking like, oh, what's going on down there? Because they can like see the fire, they saw the smoke earlier and stuff. But nothing's, you don't see any of these shady dudes in the black coats. Um, yeah, are you doing anything, or are you just going straight to the bus stop?
Straight to that bus stop.
Yep.
I can't
Uh,
question any of this shit. This is way beyond my league.
Yeah, it's way beyond your pay grade. You have 99 cents.
You have 99 cents remaining after that $5 sandwich.
Mm,
I hope that's. I mean, I was given a bus ticket, so I hope there's no additional fee.
mm. You head over to the bus station. You wait there for an hour. You don't see your mother. You don't see any of the people in black. What's going on?
He's just kind of sitting there waiting. He kind of brings that bus ticket out of his bag, looks down at it, and reads like, "What even is this bus ticket?"
It just says one-way bus ticket, uh, uh, fit for one ride. But as you focus on it, you see the one kind of flickers, and it kind of looks like an eight. But then the 8 kind of flickers again, and it's an infinity.
Yeah, infinite rides sounds pretty good. Uh, so that point is just basically, wait for the bus to actually come in.
Sure. Um, you
He
continue
hopes she's
waiting.
going to arrive, but sounds like some absolutely terrible shit was happening back there.
Mm,
So
you
he
continue
tries to break
waiting.
his mind off of it, but it's not the easiest thing to do, and he just keeps
Mm.
thinking, "Is she dead now?" Or
I'd say that's probably like a moderate amount of stress. So go ahead and roll a d4.
yeah, 2.
Just yeah, you get 2 stress. Yeah, so add it to your character and then add it to your token.
He has no confirmation, and he feels like since she already downed 6 of them, maybe she might have been able to do something else, but he's kind of reasoning around trying to think what actually was happening there, and
Mm.
is she alright?
Yeah. Okay. Um, you wait a bit more. The bus comes, and that'll probably be near the end of the zero session where the bus comes. You're not sure where your mother is. You've got this ticket. Over the course of the next probably like few months, Dimitri hops around places, and eventually, after like going, so the next few months I'm seeing for for Dimitri would be he gets on the bus, he goes to the next place, um, he just kind of walks around for a bit and doesn't know what's really going on. Uh, through various strings of luck, which seem to be getting more and more frequent as time passes. He finds money on the road, pays for food, um, sleeps somewhere, sometimes finds enough money to get like a hotel room or something. But over time, he would start noticing those people in like the black outfits would start just kind of cropping up around the town he's in. and then he'd go like, okay, time to leave. He'd get on a bus, go to the next town, and just that would be him for a couple of months. Would that be accurate?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's,
Uh,
uh,
and
that's something.
and over the course of the next few months, you hop around, and eventually, during the start of 2020, you find yourself in New York City, and we will continue that in a bit.
Right then.
All right. Uh, that is Dimitri's done, so we'll put him over in the top right.